I want to first and foremost give glory to God Almighty for making this day possible. And on behalf of my Executive Council and membership, I'd like to welcome you all to the 30th Annual Conference of the African Public Relations Association. APRA, as you know, is the umbrella body for the practice of public relations in Africa, with the foremost goal of selling positive Africa through the instrument of our profession, which is public relations. Founded as the Federation of African Public Relations Association, FAPRA, in 1975, Nairobi, Kenya, the association has undergone metamorphosis over the years, culminating in what it is today. Every year, Your Excellency, as keynote speaker, practitioners from across the continent and beyond gather together to determine how we have fared in the last 12 months, and also examine the latest trends in public relations and figure out how we can further impact the society we exist in. Speaking of impacting the society, APRA has mandated itself to promote 5 key intervention areas on the continent. Your Excellency, they include the economic integration of Africa, infrastructure and technology advancement of Africa, social welfare with emphasis on education, health, and poverty reduction in Africa, good governance in Africa, and finally, tourism, leisure, and entertainment as a sector that develops the continent. The heights that we have set for ourselves as APRA are indeed very lofty, but we have committed to attaining them. We have committed ourselves to attaining them. Truth be told, our success in these areas has been very limited, but they cannot be surprising considering the challenges that we are faced with in this continent. Last night I was speaking to His Excellency about some, and he advised me to remain positive. So the negative aspects of those challenges I'm going to leave out of my speech this morning in deference to you, Your Excellency. The greatest challenge, however, that Africa has lies in her story. The story has often been told promoting the negatives. This is the reason why we have chosen the theme for this conference. But no matter how well we try, we cannot do it alone. We need all the stakeholders. This morning, we are glad to have the African Union Commission, which is the apex body for Africa, present here, represented by His Excellency. And at this point, I'd also like to recognize one of his assistants who flew with him, William. Williams is somewhere in the hall here. Can we appreciate Williams? Yeah, there he is. Williams has told me a lot of stories. He supports one of the football teams. I will not tell you which one, so that we won't lynch him before he goes. AU, Your Excellency, is present here today, and the charge for changing the narrative of Africa must come from your organization. You must be in that driver's seat. AU, Your Excellency, is felt at government levels. We have the summits of heads of government, but we need to feel the African Union at the level of common Africans. You and I need to feel the impact of the African Union in our lives. We are happy to work with you in this regard. We need to set an agenda, and we have discussed that there are a few things that we're going to ask you, Your Excellency, that one, you become our champion on this continent. You become our champion with the African Union. And even before you come and give us a keynote address, Your Excellency, I will tie your hands by letting this gathering know that you have committed to being our champion.